And this one, the how do I for this week is how do I get started with cosplay? So when you both first started getting into cosplay and blacksmithing, what are some things looking back, the advice that you would give to someone that's just barely getting into it?
Well, luckily, I had a bunch of people that are in that world and stuff. But a lot of the conventions they have great panels of people under to learn about it. Um, Biggest tips because cosplay is so mass produced.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, One, cost test your cosplays before you do it. Don't
Yes.
wear it when you're at con. Luckily, I got all these tidbits before I
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people will want to break it out right at con, and it's like it's either too tight or it's
Too
don't treat it
baggy,
right.
or it's some cheap
It doesn't
material that
cover
Yeah,
looks like a
quite as much
trash
as you
bag.
thought it would.
exactly.
Yeah, that too. That too.
And then along not only the outfit, but cost test your shoes, especially if
Mm-hmm.
you're getting for the
Ooh.
outfit, because your feet gonna be hurting. Everything
Yes.
insoles are your friend. Get
Mhm.
some insoles to put inside of it, and then also be realistic with your cosplay,
Yes.
because a lot of people like this looks nice, but you're in cosplay typically as a new cosplayer, you're wearing it all day. You're
Yep.
in
Yep.
the shoes all day. You're gonna have
Mm-hmm.
blisters, everything else. And if you're at Dragon Con in
Mm-hmm.
Georgia, it's going to be hot and humid. So
Yep.
Oh
you're going to
yeah.
be sweating. You're going to have so many other things that happen unless you have learned how to install fans into your costume.
Or your blacksmith and are constantly around a 2,000-degree forge
Yes.
So you're
making the
just
parts. So yeah, I'd just be used to the heat. So I'd go around the convention in those like thick like fleece or like velvet like
Oh
coats, like
gosh.
long coats with like layers underneath,
Wow.
or like all thick like a thick like woven cotton like Viking style, just kind of like
Mm,
dress shirt. I'd be going around the con
yeah.
for the whole day like that. I'd be
Unless
like,
you
I'm
spend time
fine.
like that, don't do that.
Yeah.
You're going.
Unless you're used to the heat, don't do it.
Yes, because there's a
I
number of times the ambulance has been called to
Yep.
take people either because they've drank too much the
oh
day before and then
Yeah.
they're out and they're passing out because of dehydration and other
Yep.
issues, or you're overheated because of the costume you're in.
Yes.
yep. I imagine good advice is to make sure you can sit down in your
Yes.
cosplay.
Yes,
Yes.
and have a
I,
dependable person that can be your handler to help you with.
If it's a particularly big cosplay and particularly bulky, I
Well,
definitely
not
recommend
even
that.
that. So you could get in and out of it to go to the bathroom, to
Mm-hmm.
sit
oh
down
yeah,
to
yeah.
eat,
Yeah.
and everything, and hold your, especially if you have
Yeah.
anything on
That's
your face to hold your stuff and
yeah.
help you to be able to eat. It's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people don't realize how much movement or necessary
Yeah.
or clearance you may need
Yep.
because you may have limited movement even if it's
Mm-hmm.
not a big costume because sometimes it's
Yeah.
too tight or
Mm-hmm.
because it's made or you're whacking people with your tail because you don't
Yeah.
realize
Yeah,
you're doing it.
I'm constantly like just being aware of like when I'm lugging around these spears around the con floor, I'm like constantly like, okay, make sure it's upright perfectly fine here. I'm not going to be hitting anybody.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to be running into this thing if I have it sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was either last year or the year before when I was at the vendor hall at Dragon Con.
Mm-hmm.
Someone had given their dog a lightsaber, and he was just
Oh,
ankle
yeah.
swiping
Yeah,
everybody.
just taking out the ankles of everybody. He knows everybody's weaknesses.
But yeah, walking around the vendor hall, just
Mm-hmm. Be aware of your
taking out all the
surroundings as
ankles.
well.
Yes.
I guess for some advice for me for getting started, don't be afraid to learn new skills. Whether you're going to be learning sewing, you're going to be learning foam craft, you're going to be learning makeup, anything like that, you're going to be learning. Then there's always there's a learning curve to everything. It's going to take a little bit to get down. Don't be afraid of failure. If the first couple cosplays don't exactly go the way you want them to go, don't worry about it. You're one in a million. There's a bunch of other people that are in the same boat as you.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. And some of the people that you think look great are probably also worried about, is my outfit good? Is this right? Is this on point? Whatever. And as well, start small. Find some like a simple character that you enjoy, that doesn't have a lot of extra stuff to it. And go from there. You're doing a pirate cosplay Jack Sparrow or Amelia Swan. What was her name from Pirates of the Caribbean?
Something
Swan.
Miss Swan. Yeah.
Miss Swan. Yeah. Like for those characters, it's easy. Like you can go out and find go to a Ren Fair or even at conventions too. There'll be like places that sell like the leather equipment. You can buy stuff there too. They'll be expensive, but you can find stuff that fits and that works and piecemeal your stuff together. Yes. You don't need to go out full force on your first one, your first two, whatever.
Yep. And I imagine if you're making it yourself, I would probably at least double your estimated time to make it.
Yeah.
Yes.
At least. So
like I always say quadruple it. Because you have such a learning curve that you may have to fix it, you may have to repair it, versus, commissioning somebody because they know how quick it's going to take them to turn around versus you. Yeah, that person commissioning may take 3 months, but it may take you 9.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I've been very thankful. I've gotten help from my mother who did like seamstress work years ago, and so she's helped me learn a lot of like how to go through the patterns and how to adjust the patterns of sewing from raw fabrics, and that's something I want to learn more into and start sewing all my stuff on my own. And then with the spears and a lot of these forge projects I have, I need to figure out what I'm forging out about 8 months before I need to know what character I'm doing about 8 to 10 months before my deadline, just because it takes so long to forge out whatever project I'm making. The one I was working on a new one for last year, and it was going to be about a 6-foot sword, another Brandon Sanderson Stormlight character. And it was working on it, got about rough shape, but it still needs a lot of work. Could not have finished it in time for last year's convention. So hopefully next year I'll have this entire year and leading up to next year's Dragon Con to get that one done.
Okay. Yeah, because I imagine some of those projects for you take long time to get them finished.
Learning new skills, learning new skills, sometimes making new equipment for myself to make the process go quicker than just what I was doing before. So there's a whole like learning curve in and of itself. Even though I have all the basic skills, it comes with its own learning curve. Like I want to make armor someday, and I don't know when I'm going to sit down and have time to make a suit of armor, and if that's going to be entirely realistic, or if I should do it out of steel or aluminum.
I imagine the aluminum will be a lot lighter.
A lot lighter, but it would be a different working process that I'm used to, so be its own learning curve.
All right. Yeah. I mean, you could have been steel. You could be iron. You could go as Iron Man.
Yeah.
If you go as aluminum, I guess you're just tinfoil Tony.
Yeah.
So
I'm keeping all the governments out of my head, out of every inch of me.